Let's go to Belgium.
Okay.
Sticking in mid-tier European football above Macedonia, but similar to Austria, I'd say, Switzerland even, maybe a little, but above as of recent years, because there's only one team to talk about here. And it's a team that you've heard the name of the last couple of years. That is Royal Union Saint-Gilloise.
Oh, yeah, man.
They have an 8-point lead right now in the Belgium League. There's still a championship phase to be played at the end of the season. But the reason why I bring them up is they have not won a title since 1935.
What?
Yeah.
They were good last year, though, but they didn't win it, right?
They've been great these last 2 seasons. What's crazy is they got promoted from the second division 3 years ago into the Belgium top flight. In their first year, they went all the way and they lost the league like on the second or third to last match week. They went all the way. Mm-hmm. They nearly won the title. But I think it was maybe Antwerp or Club Brugge, one of the bigger teams that ultimately stole it from them.
I remember it was Toby Alderweireld.
That was last year.
That was last year, right? Okay.
Last year. So that was 2 years ago. They almost won it 2 years ago.
Okay.
Last year, they go on another really good run. They maintained a lot of their players, and they also included some really good players too. Victor Boniface, for example. This is last year.
Yes.
So they maintain a really good level of football, remain top of the league once again, and they lose it literally in the last minutes of the league.
It was the craziest ending to a league last year, I think.
Yeah. They had like a 1-0 lead or a 1-1, and then there was 2 stoppage time goals that they conceded to lose the league. Crazy. And because of that, they still remained winless from a trophy in Belgium since 1935.
I didn't know it was 35, man.
I know.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. It's a 90-year drought for Saint-Gilloise. But what's crazy, man, is between 1903 and 1935, they won 17 titles.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because of that crazy run, they actually have a tremendous amount. So they have a ridiculous history that's, full of silverware, but it gets really dark because they just teeter between second, third division Belgium for a long time. Past that.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is that we talk about Bayer Leverkusen having a 35 win streak right now.
Yeah.
At a time somewhere between 1903 and 1935, there was a period where they went 60 games unbeaten.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah.
60?
60. 60.
I don't know, should I actually accept what you're telling me?
No, go look it up. It's crazy.
All right, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Bro. That's crazy.
It's ridiculous. And so now, their third year trying here in 2024, they're trying to get it back, man.
For sure.
They're trying really hard. And the thing is, they have some really, really good players. I want to highlight Mohamed Amoura, Algerian forward, who's looking to get into the national team at 23 years of age. He's going off this season. He's popping off. There's a Swiss attacking midfielder, Cameron Puertas, who has also had a really good season for Saint-Gilloise. So Boniface leaves the team, but they fill in the gaps, man. They fill in the gaps really well. So what a well-run club that they've been over the last couple of years. And the fact that they've been able to maintain such a high level of play for 3 straight years, remarkable. They went on a really... What the fuck is going on? Jesus Christ.
This is making me laugh. He's trying to spell Union Saint-Gilloise. Imagine trying to spell that, bro.
It's impossible.
Just by ear. How do you spell Gilloise?
You have to know French. You have to know French.
God damn, right?
Gilloise.
Producer Rudd, for those who don't know, Producer Rudd off screen is typing his ass off right now, looking for more information, and he doesn't know how to spell Union Saint-Gilloise.
That's tough.
I don't blame him, bro. I don't blame him. Union, and then Saint ST, and then Gilloise. Yeah. Good Lord, man. Yeah, you found it. The Royal Union. That's a beautiful name.
It really is. No,
Yeah,
it really
beautiful
is.
name.
But to just further explain how well they've been doing, obviously they went on a really good Europa League run. I believe last year. It was last year.
Yeah.
Exactly, where they eventually lost out to Bayer Leverkusen. This year, not as strong, but they are in the round of 16 of the Conference League. They actually just beat Eintracht Frankfurt in the play-in to get in the round of 16 for the Conference League. So once again, having another stellar year in Europe for relatively, if you consider it, a pretty small club. Let's just be completely honest. So for Saint-Gilloise, this is immense, and I'm just hoping they can finally get the trophy.
But do you know how they got to this? Like, how did they go from being, such a lowly team for so long to now a contender for 3 years straight? Is it like an RB Leipzig type situation where they got a bunch of funding, or is it just finding really good players and making a good cohesive team and being a part of a really good generation?
That's honestly, great question. From what I could gather, there was like a huge chairman change, like in the mid 2010s.
Okay.
And apparently that gave them a little bit more funds to work with, but I think it also changed just the whole vibe at that club in general. They started to get way more active in the transfer market, not necessarily splashing the big bucks, but I think they just got better recruitment team essentially. And I think they just ultimately got really kind of like a Brighton or like a Brentford. They got really smart about a lot of their transfers, and it has worked dividends for this club, man, because continually, even with like a Boniface type of player leaving the club, they just fill him in with another really good player. Because Mohamed Amoura, who's having a really good season this year, he was playing at a mid-level team in Switzerland last year. They were able to have the scouting awareness to look at mid-table Switzerland, see who would fit their club, and it's worked beautifully. So I just think it's been really good signings for the last couple of years for Saint-Gilloise.
I'd like to see them sustain it, man. I'd like to see Club Brugge, Genk all have this sort of new contender up top that could potentially win the Belgian league, because it's due, man. It's long overdue for them to win one. I hope they can close it out, man. You just never know with these things. This is when people start introducing talks of a curse if they aren't able to do it once again.
Would be bad, man.
So this is kind of a do or die type situation with how badly, or rather how unfortunate they've lost the league in past years.